Hey everyone, I am just coming to just give a little praise. This week has been extremely stressful with, just all the formal stuff. My daughter, going to her formal, and we've, just been on a really, really tight budget lately. And, my husband, he works in the car business, and, everything is strictly commission. There's a lot of, times when he's been in this business for years, and there are months when, it's really good and we can just rejoice and thank God for just extra provision. And then there are months, and, it's been over the years, it's really hard where, we don't even know, where we're going to have food. I mean, if we're going to have food, or how we're going to have food, or, if the power is going to stay on. When you live by faith, and you live not knowing, if you're going to have enough, it's really hard, and it's been really stressful this past month. The car dealership was really slow this last month, and I am so not complaining. Compared to, where we've been at, this month is still a really decent month. We almost got our power shut off, but praise God, we were able to come up with money for that. And it's just been a lot of stress, especially with my husband working a lot more. I'm starting to tear up again. I've been waiting, for this Hcg stuff to come. We didn't know if we were going to be able to get it. And when our check went through, with our friends, and we wrote, this check when, things were okay, and we financially thought things were going to be okay. And then we realized, like, oh my gosh, we're not going to have enough if we get the Hcg stuff. And so we thought, oh, they've already left the country. They're not going to get it in time. And we're like, oh, that's good, because it's, a pretty big check that we, have to write. And we're like, oh, we'll still have that extra money. Well, when it went through, it was like, oh no, what are we going to do? And so, I've been just so stressed, just wondering if, Hcg stuff will come and all that. And, yesterday on that vlog, that I actually just posted this morning, it's like, guys, just pray, that it'll come. Since, they already cashed it and that, and in the mail today, it came. And you might think that I'm like, why is she crying about that? But in the mail this morning, I got a letter, and you might think this is bad. It's going to be bad news, but it's not. I got this handwritten letter, when you get, it's like from the school. It was sent from the school in an envelope, and I don't have the envelope in here. And it was handwritten, and I'm like, oh, great. We're behind on our tuition payment. Like, what are they going to tell us? Our kids can't come into school. Well, I opened up this letter, and there's this handwritten note, and it's from my son. And, as I've said, it's been really rough lately with my husband working so much, and sometimes I feel like I'm constantly yelling at the kids and getting irritated at them, to help me, to pick up. And, I just feel overwhelmed with just so much stuff. And, he actually wrote a letter of thanks. And I thought, I'd never get this until, like, my kids are, like, maybe 30 or something, and they've had their own kids, and, they understand, what as parents, I'm sorry, what we have to go through sometimes, and the sacrifice that we have to do. in order to make our family survive. And my 13-year-old son is not always, he's not always the, I say this in a really loving way. He is super sensitive, but he doesn't always show that. And so in this letter, he just said thanks. And he said, thank you for being the only person in the house when Dad is gone, Mom. It is great having you be the one putting up with us and having a lot of patience. And also for cleaning the house and making dinner for the whole family. And then he was thanking my husband who's been working so much. And thanks, Dad, for being the one that works to feed us and pay rent, for food, for baseball, and for paying us, for paying for us to be at school. If it weren't for you, Mom and Dad, we wouldn't have a home to live in. It's great having you as a mom and dad to take care of us. And then he just goes on to say how much he loves us. And it just, it was what I needed. That's what I needed. More than this. And I am so thankful for this, guys. I'm so thankful for that HCG because, you know, I want to be healthy. I want to be around for my grandkids. You know, I want to be around when my kids get married and to be able to play with my grandkids. Like, you know, I've missed out on, I think, physically being there for my kids. You know, when my kids want to run and do sports and they want me to play soccer with them and basketball and hey, can you help just for a sec? Oh, thank you.
I was asking.
I know. Can you ask me in just a second? Thank you. I'll come out in just a second.
No,
I can't stop, so just a second, okay? Thank you. Close it. All the way, and you can step away. But like I was saying, just, you know, I want to do all of that with them, and I want to be physically fit so that I don't keep saying, you know, oh yeah, you guys do it, or, you know, Mom can't run, because I can't. It physically hurts my knees. You know, I physically cannot do all of those things that they so want me to be there for. But I'm so thankful that, you know, as parents, there's so much more that we give our, you know, our kids than just that. You know, it's that's the extra. That's, you know, good stuff. I wouldn't sell that short, but I don't sell short the, you know, everyday things that we do. And so, no, maybe it's just that I hope as moms that you guys push through this week. Those of you that are having that difficult time, you know, when your husbands are gone and the kids are driving you crazy, and, you know, it's a challenge. It's hard. And I just want to say you guys are awesome. And you're good moms. And we don't always have our kids or our husbands or others telling us that. And sometimes we just want to hear that. And so for those moms that are out there that are even working, and you're working to help your kids, you're working to keep your families going, you know, you're doing great. You are an awesome mom. And you don't get told that enough. And I'm just wanting to be here today to just encourage you and tell you that. You are a good mom. Keep it up. Keep loving your kids. Hug your kids today. Be patient with them. And be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself to continue to change and be a better, healthier person. You are worth it. You are worth these months that you are going through on the HCG protocol so that you can be healthier, so that you can be, you know, better, even mentally and spiritually. And if you don't have kids, then just know you're loved. And you are being the best that you can be. And just continue to do what You have been put here on this earth to do. You have a purpose. Know that you are designed with a purpose, and you are designed to be loved and nurtured, and I pray that you will feel that in your life. So these tears are good tears. They're tears of joy and thanksgiving, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for all of you who are out there every day encouraging me to just go one more day, to make one more change, and telling me that I can do it. So I hope that you have a great weekend, and I hope that you have a good Mother's Day. So this is a little early, but happy Mother's Day to all of you wonderful women out there, and to any guys who watch this. I think Jason's the only guy that I watch, but have a great weekend. Bye, guys.